How does the British line of succession work? The British line of succession determines who will be the next ruler of England after the current monarch dies. Presumably, the heir to the throne is the eldest son of the monarch, or the oldest child of the monarch. Sometimes, there will be exceptions. If a king or queen died childless, it would go to the closest living relative of the monarch. In the year 1701, the British Parliament passed the Crown Act, which has since been repealed to some degree. It stated that the people in the line of succession must meet the following criteria. First, they must be a Protestant descendant of Sophia of Hanover, the granddaughter of King James I, which means if you descend from British royalty but not from her, you are not in the line of succession. Second, you must not marry a Catholic. Since King Henry VIII started the Protestant Reformation in the 1530s, Catholics haven't ruled with the exception of Queen Mary I and King James II. The latter having been overthrown in the Glorious Revolution of 1689. Third, you must receive Parliament's approval to wage war on another country. Fourth, you must serve in the Church of England. And fifth, a judge holds office during good behavior, not at the monarch's pleasure. There was also significant male primogeniture in those days, so this has since been repealed, and daughters have equal succession. But, this only applies to girls born after October 28, 2011. So not much has changed. Here are some examples of monarchs who weren't the sons or daughters of the previous king. George III was actually the grandson of George II, who ruled before him. His father Frederick, who was Prince of Wales, died at 44, before becoming king, so George became heir apparent. Scottish and English Queen Anne died at 49, in 1714. Although she had 18 pregnancies, none of her children survived. And since both her father and uncle had no legitimate Protestant heirs, the throne was supposed to go to Sophia of Hanover, who as a descendant of James I, was Anne's older first cousin once removed. But she died at 83, 2 months before Anne, so the throne went to her son, George I. And, when Henry VIII's 15-year-old son Edward VI died obviously without children, Edward stated his first cousin once removed Jane as his successor. She was, though, deposed after just 9 days on the throne and executed the next year at just 16 years old. Elizabeth II, who died in 2022, was never actually the heir apparent. She was called the heir presumptive because if her father had a son, she would not take the throne. She wasn't even Princess Royal, a term given to the king's oldest daughter because her aunt held the title. The current line of succession is constantly being updated. King Charles III, who has ruled since 2022, will pass the throne to his son William, Prince of Wales, when he dies. Second in line to the throne is William's son, Prince George, who was born in 2013. His two siblings are third and fourth in line to the throne. William's younger brother, Prince Harry, is fifth in line to the throne. His two children are sixth and seventh. The line then goes to King Charles' younger brother, Andrew. Princess Anne, who is older than Andrew, is farther down because she is a woman and because she's obviously way older than October 2011. After all Elizabeth's descendants come her younger sister Margaret's children. This is a short documentary by Israeleboa. We have concluded our video.